This is 3 for 3 in under 3 minutes. Bridgerton, season 2. My first con of this season is the hate to love trope seen with Anthony and Edwina. We first see in the beginning of this season that they do not like each other at all, or to the verge of hate, but then they grow to love and like and care for one another. I'm sick of this trope. I don't like it. It needs to stop. And it's extremely unrealistic, so much so that some people actually put this in their real lives. Like, just let me give him a chance. No, your instincts was right the first time. Let him go. Now, my second of this episode, no, con of this episode is seeing not as attractive, darker skinned, mean in the way sister, overly protective sister, compared to younger, more attractive, lighter skinned sister. I've seen this trope as well too, similar to say 10 things I hate about you, and I'm just like, oh wow, I didn't notice it until halfway through the season, and I'm like, oh, I no, I don't like it, and I would think by now people are more self-aware to see this happening in shows and television and movies. And lastly, my third con of this season is seeing Edwina actually get with Anthony made me realize at the end, I was like, wow, I almost never see in Western media Indian people with other Indian people. They're almost always, the ones I've seen, are in interracial relationships. Also, too, usually with other white people. I'm like, oh, I didn't realize it until I was watching the season. My first pro of this season is, I will say, Shonda did it again. This is a great season. I enjoyed it and I had a really good time watching it. My second pro of this season is the casting. All across the board, I think everyone was casted very well. And my last pro of this episode is that despite my cons, I enjoyed this season. This was a great season. And I actually like that there was less sex and they focused more on the character development of each character in this series. Definitely enjoy it. A must watch.